Day 57 of walking. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This feels disgusting out here. It is just the worst. Oh. So we're gonna try to speed up through this because I definitely don't want to be out in this all day. Yesterday was long and tiring. I even went to bed early. I need the Cairo so bad. I'm so looking forward to Wednesday. I kind of want to cry. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yesterday, right. Ooh. Yesterday I worked. It was just the worst. And then after work, I went over to my sister's for my niece's birthday. And then after that, I came home. And I'm not even joking, just lay down and then I fell asleep. And now here we are. I have nothing else to say on yesterday. That literally was it. At the party there was food, but all they did was take a hot dog dipped in chili, because that's all I could have. I put it in a cup, plastic cup, which, by the way, I haven't seen a plastic cup in months. I almost forgot what they look like. Obviously I haven't, but they had it, I used it, we hung out for a bit, watched stupid videos, and went home, watched videos until I fell asleep. I really need to use the bathroom. I should have used it before I left, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the walk over with because it's supposed to be a heat wave, yada, yada, yada. My thing's like, weather advisory. Don't go outside, dumbass. You don't tell me what to do. But we will walk every single day. I'm so glad I don't work later, because I'm so sleepy. I might just go back home and rest for an hour. I don't even know what to talk about, being honest. Yesterday was that boring and that quick. Oh, I guess before I went to work, Jade was still doing an overnight, but her friend was sleeping. I was like, you know what? Let's play some Fortnite. And this is the first time Jade played all season. We won our first game. We lost the second game because she doesn't know how to reload her guns. I'm serious, throughout the whole entire first game, reload your guns. And then I hear, shh. Oh my gosh. Reload your guns. Shh. Oh my God. Then we won in the second game, reload, but at some point I stopped saying it. Like, why? You can't shoot your gun if it has no bullets. But I mean, we still did pretty well. We got 5th place. What is up with their grass? There's now like yellow spots in different parts of it. Like, I know that they like the Packers, but I'm serious. It looks like the Packers, because they got green and yellow all throughout the house. Their shutters are green. Their flowers are they look like dandelions. They're yellow, and then green at the bottom. Their grass is green, but now their grass is also yellow too. I'm like, guys, if that was planned, that's commitment. Like, also, you guys do know that you're not in Wisconsin, right? Oh, that's another thing. People at work keep asking me, so, what team are you rooting for this year? I'm like, I don't do sports. I'm like, what do you do? Not sports. I give them a fake answer, of course, but I like, small talk is fine, but small talk with people that you're never, ever going to see again, for sure, is pointless. So each story I tell is just a different lie. Like, oh yeah, I went to this college. Oh yeah, I used to work here. Oh yeah, I used to have this in my house. Because that's just how we're supposed to make a sale. Like, hey, this guy has the limited edition, yada, yada, yada. I want to buy a phone from this guy. That's a stupid reason to buy a phone. But if it makes a sale, my daughter and I watched anime that's coming out this season, and yeah, we have to watch literally everything. It's so rare that we're like, oh yeah, we have to watch that, because we're like, yep, it's the isekai of the season. Yep, that's the poorly drawn anime of the season. And while there were some, not a lot this time. But to be fair, a lot of them are sequels to shows that we were currently watching, so wins for us. But I only watch anime when the season's over. If the series not over, that's fine, because I can't help it. If the season is over, then I do it because I like to binge, because I don't like that week-to-week thing. For me, it doesn't matter, because I have to watch it through illegitimate means. But I always buy the merchandise. Like, anyway, I'm like, there's got to be a way to support the animators and developers directly. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm absolutely not sorry about this. I hate how voice actors get paid more and have more recognition than the people who draw the things that um that that pay. Now, don't get me wrong, I think voice actors should keep the pay that they have. I just think that animators should also have the same pay or more. Like, literally, without their job, they cannot do the voice acting. Like, they work hard hours, and you gotta understand, like, there's some anime that look like crap. That is not the animator's fault because they're rushed. They're like, no, have it look good enough. We need to get this out, so we gotta get this high triple A voice actor to voice it. Okay. I want to do an animation studio so bad. I have drawing talent. I would hire drawing talent and pay them as much, at least, as the voice acting talent I would hire. I wouldn't get AAA people. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to do a starting animation for just people, where voice actors who come in get paid the same amount, and if they look for different work, they're like, oh, cool. I grew up from this guy, and now I'm getting paid more at this one. That sounds cool to me. Like progression for them. I looked up how much we, as, content creators, should pay the voice actors. Like, there's either a per minute, per session, per hour, and I'm over here looking at them like AAA ones. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, per hour, the artists don't make that per day. That's disgusting. There's some of them that does it per word. Like, that's stupid. Just because I would be trying to have them talk like Neanderthals. Me, like, pie. Good, 4 words, yep. You know what? No, you know what? Don't even do the P for me. Just do like pie. Yeah, like pie. You charging us 100 per word? You ain't speaking twice. Now, I'm going to say something that sounds controversial at first, but listen to the rest of the thing. First, Mr. Sign, hi. I'm going to say something that sounds controversial, but tipping is the dumbest thing. Now, before you kill me, I'm okay with tipping if I think I see excellent service. But I think the concept of tipping, where companies get away with paying their employees low and say, make up the rest of it in tips. Like, what? Because now the employee has to make sure that they pick up every single shift. And even if they do take a day off for vacation, the vacation day is paid, but not tips. Like, pay them a livable wage, you assholes. If they get tips, it should be a bonus. It should be a tip. Again, I'm okay with tipping. I just think the concept of it is, in America, is so stupid. Like, if the busboys were being paid as much as, a regular minimum wage, because a lot of them don't. Or no, they would pay the minimum wage, where everybody in the company starts off at whatever starting amount is. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna pay the busboys and the servers this, and tell them, go out there and work out magic, or you ain't getting paid. That's stupid. That's dumb. Because starting wage is still going to be less than what a chef makes. And that's understandable. Chef actually went to school, yada, yada, yada. You don't go to school to be a server or bust tables. And so you're still making, hopefully at that point, living wage. And if you get tip, I'm like, hey, cool, I got a tip today. It's definitely still not as much as a chef. But you know what? I put my personality in talking to these people and yada, yada, yada. Great. That way, employees don't have to expect a tip. They're like, yeah, I put it in my all, but I'm still getting paid. So, yeah. Oh my God, that's what it should be like. Every employee should be like, at least I'm getting paid, and paid to live. Well, as much as we can in this economy. I get so many people at my job, they're like, is there a survey? Because you have been the best. And then the list goes on. And I go, it's random sometimes, but if you get it, great. Can you imagine if those were tips? But the thing is, I do not expect, nor really want a tip at this type of job. I worked at a bougie place called Von Mar, and somebody wanted to tip me. I'm like, oh, thanks. Because I was just their best friend. And it was my actual personality when I was selling them the thing. I'm like, yes, I'm selling this to you. Here's me, the person, not me, the employee. This looks good, but here's why this is better. And he's like, man, that's great. I wanted to tip me. And then my boss at the time, slimy bastard, was like, we don't do tips. But every time somebody says something good, you go into the back office and they put your name on the board so they can give you a congratulations for $5. But he was about to tip me $50. And I was making a livable wage for what livable was back then. Because I put my heart and soul into talking to people. I hate my job, but I will still talk to people as normal people. Even if a person's angry, I know how to de-escalate. And then there's people who are belligerent, and they're, believe it or not, easy to handle. As weird as it sounds, you just get belligerent with them. I'm sick and tired of this company. I'm like, dude, you've been saying that all day, and I've been hearing you. Yeah, what do we need to do? That's so dumb. And then I'll put in some, not lie, spin it around to where if it is their fault, I let them know. And they're like, oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, but that's dumb. I'm like, it's still dumb, though. I don't disagree with you. And then they calm down. Like, I know how to de-escalate, but there's some... Did they put there's a whole ass... There's a whole ass bush in the middle of the field. That one directly in the middle of the screen. What? Why? Why? Okay, sorry. Right, de-escalating customers. You know, I can happily say, because again, I hate my job. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. But I do it correctly in how I handle a customer. You didn't offer on this call. This person who just lost their loved ones who are getting rid of a line, kind of hard to get them to add a line. Because at that point, I will still say, hey, do you want? And there's a ways to spin it around because my company is gross like that. Hey, you're getting rid of this line, and I understand. Do you know anybody who wants this line? Like, no, we're just getting rid of it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, if you want to get rid of this line, you can still get this for this, yada, 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 because at that point, you still have the extra line, but it's not reminding you of this line, which unfortunately won't be used anymore. Why does that shit work? Why does that shit work? I called in to lower my bill, and you want me to raise my bill by telling me, hey, this is lower. My bill will be lower if I do this. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the bill will be lower, but it's still going to be high when you were trying to get it this low. So I just tell them, hey, it's going to be low still. And sometimes they buy it. I'm like, well, you guys are sheep. We're taught that we don't know everybody's situation. Like, we don't. I have to agree. But morally speaking, this is wrong. The we don't know what they're thinking helps your bottom line, which evil conglomerate corporation, I get that. But if a person lost their loved one and I'm trying to sell them line, I don't care if it works. I feel slimy about it. Oh, you just lost somebody who you literally spent over half your life with. Get them a phone and reach them in the afterlife. Make sure you give them a call. You can play pretend like kids do when they think it's connected to service. Six more months of this. I have no problem saying that I make $25 an hour. Sorry, 24.96. Shit is so stupid. And I would be okay with a 20-hour job. I would take a pay cut and a heartbeat, which I can when everything is paid off. Which is why February needs to come quickly. You would think I would start looking for a new place or abandon the house that I'm in, but I don't want to. I could find an apartment closer to where Jade will be going to school. But the goal was to get this house and give it to my mom. Then I'll do that. The absolute goal is to get a place, fix it up. The only thing that needs to be fixing is the roof, which I will do. Yeah, I used to do roofing. The roof, which I will do. The windows, which I will replace. And the doors, which I'm just going to change out. I'm going to leave the stove, washer, dryer, and refrigerator, so it'll come completely furnished. I'm going to wait till my mom goes on her cruise 1 year. The goal is to get this all done within 2 years if possible, because if so, then I'll be the greatest son that ever lived. What I'm going to do is, when she's on her cruise, I'm going to gather my siblings. They don't have a choice. Like, you were helping mom. I bought her a house. The least that you guys are gonna do is help me move everything into this van and into the new house. Don't worry, it's not like they're terrible people. We are all hanging out, watching stupid videos and smacking each other all day. First thing I did when I saw my sister was I came and smacked her in the face. She smacked me in the mouth. I'm like, Mom, she smacked me in the mouth. She goes, you two need to stop. And she's like, he started it. I'm like, no, she started. I absolutely started. And then she started attacking my daughter. I'm like, Mom, your daughter is attacking my daughter. It is daughter on daughter violence. So yeah, we have fun. I gave her access to my entire Steam library. So she's probably, by proxy of me, she has the most games probably in the city. And she got internet. I gave her a TV. I gotta go get her a remote because I can't find it, and I probably thrown it away by now. Because if it's not down in the basement when we clean the basement, it is long gone. Also, a 27-minute walk. Hey, and I found something to talk about. Nice. Yeah, when I walk, I don't prepare a topic. It's just whatever pops into my mind. Hope you guys are having a good day. If you guys actually watch this, I want somebody to tell me if you do. Because again, I don't watch these. The moment I get to this car, I say my ending catchphrase, I end the video, and I start uploading. Once I do, I grab the link, put it on my Discord, and forget I even walked that day. So, speaking of at the car, we are here. Which means I'm out. Yeah, this heat is gross. But here's the thing, it wasn't terrible. Like, I'm not sweating buckets, and it wasn't terrible. So I'm gonna go inside and still cool off. Tonzua Koite.